Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Thank you all again for your likes, comments, and subscribes. I really do appreciate you all. I just want you to know that this channel has been such a creative outlet for me, and I am so happy to be able to share that with you all. And I'm glad to see that some of you are really enjoying it. It does truly spark a light in my heart, and I am very happy that I can bring this to you. And with that said, let's go ahead and get on with it. So today I shuffled some cards, and the card that I pulled today was called Emotions, and there's a number 12 on the card. So I'm not sure who this message is for, but if the number 12 resonates with you, or the word emotions, or you've been in your emotions, if that resonates with you, then maybe this message is for you. The card says, many people suppress their emotions for fear of being consumed by them. Neglected, stored emotions create volcanic pressure within, which can be detrimental to one's energy and body. You are being encouraged to allow your emotions to flow in a safe space for you. Express your emotions. If you are sad, then cry. If you're angry, then be angry. Acknowledge and truly feel this process. Observe the emotions that are being released and be gentle and compassionate with yourself during this process. I hope that that message brought some of you some kind of peace, answers, or was a comfort to you in some way. And if so, wonderful. If not, then maybe the message wasn't for you. Either way, I hope that you have a great day today and just feel your emotions. Alright, so let's get right into it. Right now, we are looking at Amira and Elena and Emmett. They are standing in front of their grandparents' house, and what I'm gonna do to start off this episode is give you guys a little bit of a tour of the grandparents' house, because this is the original house where the family started out. So, of course, this is Amira's childhood home. This is where she grew up, and this is also where her children sort of, I don't want to say grew up, but where they started. And that's just because when Amira and Clive first got pregnant with Emmett, Amira had been, I want to say, maybe 2 years out of high school at that point, and her and Clive just didn't have really that much direction, and they were fooling around, and they got caught up, and Emmett appeared. So Amira was still living with her parents at the time, so Emmett started out living in this house to begin with his mom, Amira, and Clive at the time would do a lot of odd end jobs to help save up so that him and Amira could move out. Eventually they did. They ended up staying in an apartment with Clive's brother, so it was the three of them and Emmett in a 2-bedroom apartment for a while until Amira and Clive ended up pregnant again. So when they were pregnant the second time, Amira's parents welcomed them to stay there at their home with them so that they were able to get some help with the kids and also save up a little bit more money so that they can move out on their own. So as we move through the house, you will see the areas that were prepared for the family to stay with the grandparents. Okay, so starting out, as you can see, this guy here at the door is the delivery guy. He's dropping off dinner for the night because they are going to have dinner at Amira's parents' house for the night while Clive is at work. So as you first walk into the corridor, we are looking at the kitchen area off to the side, and then as we move through, we see the living room area where Grandpa is sitting and watching TV today. And there's a little play area for Elena to play with toys. Well, the toys are really Emmett's toys, but they're sitting there for the baby to play with as well. And then we're gonna head back the opposite way. As you can see, there is a high chair off to the side. That was once Emmett's high chair, and now we're moving into the grandparents' bedroom. This is where Grandpa and Grandma sleep. So we're moving back out of this room and we're heading into the other bedroom. This bedroom was designed for Clive and Amira and the baby. So this is the most recent bedroom setup that they had before they moved out into the house that they're now renting. So over here in the kitchen area, we have, why am I down so low? This camera setting is off. Okay, so let's move that on up. There we go. Okay, so back to the kitchen. Now off to the side of the kitchen is a little office area. It is set up for Amira's dad. He used to do office work and some kind of office work. We don't know what his job was. He just would work in his office from time to time. So up the stairs we go, and off to the right is a little seating area. This is where Amira and Clive could come and watch TV by themselves if her parents were downstairs in the living room watching something they didn't want to watch. And in this area right here it was designed for Elena to play, and also when Emmett was a baby it was set up for him as well. And then moving on through, this is the bedroom where Emmett used to stay, and obviously sometimes Elena would stay in this room with Emmett when she was born. And moving back out, that is the extent of the bedrooms here in this house. It's not a huge house. It only has a few bedrooms, and of course this upstairs portion of the house used to be all pretty much dedicated to Amira when she was a kid, but then they kind of redesigned it and made it fit for their current needs with the family. And so as we move along into the kitchen area and we go off to the side, there is a bathroom set up. As you see, there's a little potty sitting there. It actually used to be Amira's potty. It's funny how grandparents keep stuff for so many years, and they were able to use that for Emmett. And then if we move along back into the living room, out the double doors and down the stairs, there is a patio area with a grill and of course set up for a tree house. That's something that Amira's dad really wanted to do with her, but he never got a chance to because he's always working. So it's just sitting there, and it's something that he looks forward to possibly doing with Emmett, although Emmett has one at his house already. And so as we move along, there's another patio area here that leads right into the grandparents' bedroom and back into their bedroom, and off to the side is their master bathroom. So as you see, their house is it seems a little bit dated, and it is set up a little bit strange, but it is set up for a small family, which is what they had. And so now they had set it up to accommodate Amira's family, but as you can see, it would be a little bit tight for everyone to be living there comfortably. So now as we move along, we are now watching Amira and the kids walk up to the door, and they are getting ready to enter. So as you see, the dynamic of Amira's relationship with her mom, Ebony, is that of very close comfort, and she hands the baby off to her mom immediately. Her mom is just one of those that is like run to the rescue type moms. So that's why Amira is so easily able to depend on her parents. And of course, her father falls prey to that all the time because Amira is their only child. So he would do anything for her. Even though he's not that fond of Clive, he will still do anything for her and her family because he loves her so much. She's right now saying, she's discussing how much she's really enjoying this new house that they have rented, and her mom's like, I'm not trying to hear this, because even though the family used to stay with them and it was a really tight spot and kind of uncomfortable, her mom really enjoyed it. It was like she never had to let go of her child. So she had her around all the time. They're so close, so she was able to just be there. And so her mom's just a little bit sad because she's like, I miss you guys. I wish you didn't move out yet. And her father's like, no, this is a great thing. I mean, you need to actually buy a house, but for right now, renting is a start, and I'm glad that that you guys moved out because Clive needs to get it together. That's what her dad says to her all the time. So mom walks away because she's like, man, I'm not trying to hear this right now. And Emmett is just happy to be around family. He really does love his grandparents. It is a comforting place for him, and he's just glad to be there tonight. So now, since they ate, they're just spending a little bit more quality time with the grandparents. Amira is talking to her mom and telling her about all her new endeavors with work, the gigs that she's going to be doing. And her mom's like, I'm happy for you, sweetheart. And so Amira's dad is over there like, you are my lady, and I love you so much. You just have to cut the umbilical cord. It's what he's saying to her. He's like, let it go, sweetheart. She's moved out of the house and we're no longer raising children, so you don't have to keep clinging on to her. Amira's mom is like, I'm not trying to hear it. They can stay as long as they want. They could have stayed as long as they wanted to. And now Amira and the kids are getting ready to leave for the night because it is getting late, and the children, well, Emmett has school the next day and Elena is very tired. So they're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. And so look at how Ebony looks at her husband. It is so sweet. She's like, you know what? That's why I chose you. You're such a strong man. It keeps her in a good mindset, even though she's so emotional about her family. He helps bring her back to reality. And he's like, yeah, now these are our years to focus on each other. Let the kids be kids. Let them be adults and move on, is what he's saying. So now that everybody is back home, Emmett just went straight to bed. He's like, look, I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed. I know I have school tomorrow, so I'm out. And Amira is getting Elena prepared for bed. Clive made it back home from work, and they are all preparing themselves to go to sleep for the night. You see Amira and Clive just walks right by each other, and they barely said even a word. It's because everyone's so tired. And Clive is dazed. He had a day at work. Pretty much, he's around comedians all day, and sometimes he meets celebrities, so he's kind of been in a daze every day after work so far. Alright, so now Emmett has woken up for the morning. He's going to get up and get himself together before school. He's really hungry, so he's gonna go down and eat first. And Elena is awake, so let's go ahead and get mom up. Oh, Elena had a stinky. Oh my goodness. I think it's so funny how the stinky is in the shape of a music symbol. That is hilarious. What is Amira doing? Who is she talking to on the toilet? That is so funny. All right, so let's change her from this outfit to summertime. So let's put her in the summer dress since it's flowy and cool. And Emmett is off. Oh no, he's not off. Okay, so he has school in an hour. So let's have him go ahead and finish up breakfast. And then we're gonna have Emmett go ahead and take his shower because he didn't shower the night before when he came back home. He just went right to bed. And Amira is going to get the baby up. Clive is still sleeping, catching his Z's. So yeah, the family had a good time at the grandparents' house the night before. Amira had a few conversations with her mom. Her mom is very sad about them moving out, but Amira's like, we do have to try and be out on our own because we have kids now, and it's just not a good environment for them to not have their own space. It is okay to live with grandparents. It's not a bad thing, but Amira's like, you know, we need to show some of our independence and see where we can take our family and not just stay with her parents just because she has the option to. So she had that conversation with her mom, but her mom is very convincing that her mom tries to tell her like, look, I understand, but you could save a lot more money and a lot faster if you guys were to just move back in and stop spending your money on renting a house. So now it's got Amira in her head. She's really thinking about it, and she's, you know, just kind of fiddling with the idea idea because she knows that now that she's working from home, it's not that she can't juggle taking care of the kids and the household duties while working, but she's thinking, maybe it would be nice to have those extra hands of help like she did when they were living with her parents. So Clive is now awake. They're in the kitchen and hold on, poster improvement. Emmett is super excited to turn in his dolphin poster. Illustrations, photos, fun facts, it has it all. But all the kids are crowding around another kid's poster, which shimmers with silvery detail. Emmett could say he forgot his and then add more stuff at recess. Should he lie and improve it or turn it in on time? Emmett, turn it in on time because we want him to be honest. We don't want to teach him how to lie and do bad things at this age. That would be wrong. So it says Emmett decides to take pride in his work and not risk getting a late mark. Brandishing his poster, he turns it in, earning a flaccid smile from the teacher and a bright red B. Hey, that is okay. He at least earned a B and we're proud of him. So we're just going to keep it moving. So now Amira's telling Clive about the night at her parents' house and how she's just... Hold on, here we go. Kiss and tell. Emmett spent most of his recess running around trying to kiss some other students. He didn't catch anybody, but the other students were running away. Is he too young for kissing or just kids being kids? So Amira's like, listen, they're just being kids. I know my son. He's not really trying to kiss anybody. Just let it be and move on. So it was a teaching moment. Okay, so to continue, Amira is telling Clive about their night at the grandparents and all the things her and her mother were talking about. And Clive is just like, yeah, I hear you, but I do like having my own space now. And we both know how your dad really doesn't care for me. But he's listening, he's hearing her out, and he's like, so you're thinking that you want to move back out and move in with your parents so that we can save money faster to get a bigger house? And she's like, as she's cleaning out the kitchen, she's like, yeah, I think it'll be good for everyone. Just sit on it and think about it, and we'll talk about it later. So Clive is going to think about it. Let's change Clive into a outfit for summer. He's in his head right now because he's like, man, I really don't want to move back in with your parents, but it does sound enticing. So he's thinking about it. And she's currently on the phone with her mom now. Her mom is like, have you thought about it, Amira? She's like really putting on the pressure. And even though Amira's dad does try to talk sense into her mom, it's like her mom really she runs the show over there. So he does bring her back to reality, but she's like, no, I know this is the right thing for them, and it's a little selfish too because she does want her daughter around all the time and the grandchildren. She just loves having her family around. So she's really laying on the pressure. Clive is working on his skits and he is in the zone. Oh no, Clive broke the computer. So they've been using this computer so much and have been working so hard that it has spritzed out. So we're gonna have him, oh wait, Bess Sterling is calling. Do you wish you looked as happy as I do? Well, you have the power. Just send one simoleon to me. Don't delay. Happiness is a simoleon away. Guys, this right here is what I would like to call a life lesson. So let's go ahead and donate a simoleon to Bess, because even though they're in a position where they're not that rich or wealthy, one thing that I've done throughout my life, and I think that can be a testament to my life and to others, is that when you give, even when you don't have a lot, it always comes back to you tenfold in some way or another. So even though that lady was probably just fishing, like a scammer in our sense, it was good that he donated to her. And plus it was only $1. So anywho, moving on. So now Amira is looking up an assignment for a gig, and now that she has somewhat of a programming skill set, she's able to actually pick a gig. So we're gonna have her go ahead and choose this one, and she's gonna get started. If we can get her to complete this particular gig today, she will also get paid today, so that's kind of nice. Alright, so now Emmett has arrived back home from school, and he is eating a baked potato his dad made on the grill earlier today. And it looks like, wait, why are the kids sad? Both of the kids are sad. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's have Clive come in here and maintain Elena, because she's just a baby. So if she's sad, there's nothing that she really knows how to do to help herself. But Emmett is still eating, so we will have Emmett continue his food. Emmett's so responsible, washing his own dish. So proud of him. Amira is really going in. She is going in. She's so excited too. All right, so we'll have Emmett's working on his school project, and now that Clive was able to tend to Elena and she looks like she's pretty happy now, we'll have him come out and help Emmett with his project, because who wouldn't want their dad to help them with a project for school? Oh my goodness, little Elena, she is stinking it up. She has another little stinky. Okay. I wonder if she's becoming a lactose intolerant as well. So as she's laying there playing, everybody is just kind of doing their thing and concentrating on their goals. I am so happy with everyone's progress. I mean, they're really trying to move along, and they're doing a great job. Mira's like, my goodness, I just want to finish this so that I can get on with it. Alright, Clive needs to go ahead and get to work. He's late. I think he's been late to work for like the past 3 times that he's gone. I wish they would just go. Like, for some reason, he hasn't been able to just go on his own. So maybe that's a bug, who knows? But Amira is very inspired. She's like, I'm really doing this programming thing. Emmett, he's reached mental level 5. Good for Emmett. I love seeing this. Everyone is just working towards their goals. So let's see if we can put Elena in the back carrier. Writing is magnificent. Does she like writing? Yes. All right, so she has completed her first gig assignment ahead of time, and now she is going to get paid. And Emmett just finished his project. Let's go. Start chemical reaction. Let's see our creation come to fruition. All right, and now we'll have him put it in his inventory. So after that, let's have you go ahead and finish off the night by doing your homework. Since you are becoming such a good student, that you are. The heckler. Clive has just won over the crowd at a local event when some attention hog gets jealous and starts heckling him. He can play it two ways. Take Mr. Funny Guy head on or repay his insults with silence. Okay, so last time we challenged the guy. This time we're going to ignore him because that's another life lesson I'd like to share. It's not always good to be the loudest person in the room. And it says, oh my goodness, Mr. Funny Guy isn't done. Good thing Clive already has the crowd in his back pocket. After one more try, the heckler leaves and Clive rocks the mic. Wow. So guys, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. I didn't know that was going to happen. So basically, what I was trying to explain was that sometimes it's not always good to be the loudest voice in the room because you have to pick and choose your battles. Sometimes you do want to stand, you always want to stand up for yourself, but sometimes you do want to make an argument back or put someone in their place. But other times you really just have to sit and listen to your intuition and let it tell you if this is the right move or if it's the right thing to do. And in this case, for Clive, it was the right thing to do. So I'm happy. All right, so now Amira is going ahead and searching for her next gig. She's like, I'm gonna go ahead and get a start on this. Now, since I have the time, everyone's sitting in her office with her. Emmett is choosing, he's so cute, he's choosing to do his homework in his mom's office just to be around her. It's so cute. So she's gonna go ahead and chat with the client and just start off the first task of this next gig, and then after that, then we'll have her get ready for bed and everything. So Emmett has finished his homework, and since he's finished his homework, we're gonna have him, actually, since everybody's still up, let's go ahead and have him clean up his little play area on his desk and create a friendship bracelet since he's still up. Let's see, Emmett reached creativity level 6. Elena's been sleeping most of the day. I hope she sleeps through the night. So now that Amira has finished speaking to the client, she's like, come on, Elena, let's get up. It's time to take you upstairs. And she's going to change her diaper because she was laying there stinking it up, and Emmett is preparing himself for bed now. So while is he finished? Let's have Amira give Elena a bath after this because I don't think that she gave her a bath after they came from their parents the night before. Look at Clive. He's like, I'm in a daze. All right, so tonight we're going to try something different. Clive, let's have you go ahead and take a jog because even though you're a dad, it doesn't mean you have to have the dad bod. It doesn't mean you have to keep the dad bod. So, oh my goodness, Eliza Pancakes is down the street. All right, so yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. There were a couple of little life lessons that we learned today, and I am glad to have brought this to you. So once again, if you enjoyed the episode, please do give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it, or if you're not already, please do subscribe if you really enjoy the content, and I will catch you in the next video.